to Zoom with Humans. We have the one and only Karen Thomsen in with us today. How are you?
Very good, thank you, Tari. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a bit weird working from home. This is both our first Zoom, so we'll give it a go. I didn't even know Zoom was a thing before I started working from home, so we'll see.
Oh, truly.
All right, so you have a new song out.
I do.
Tell us all
It's
about
called
it.
Little Thing.
Tell us all about it.
It's a very simple little song. It just sort of brings to light how sometimes we overlook the little things, and I think when you sit down and actually think about how many little things you've got, it makes up to one really big thing.
Definitely.
You know, your day-to-day sort of stuff. Even though some days we think it's mundane, it all counts. It makes us who we are, and the people around us that we're comfortable with and that support us and things like that. Yeah, very simple. Most thing is to wake up in the morning and feel the grass under your feet, Tari. That's the most important thing. And then from there, you can basically work anything out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my motto as I've got older.
That's a good motto to have, though. Very good motto to have.
Took a while to get it, but I'm so pleased it arrived, I can tell you.
So tell us how you first got started in music.
Okay, I've been in the music scene now for 12 years, and I first got started in music. I was working at a hotel here close to home and working in the kitchen, and they used to run a jam session there. It was one of the biggest jam sessions in Queensland, and this particular Sunday it was very quiet, and the boss man came in and said, "Come out and have a sing." And I looked at him, I said, "What?" He said, "I hear you singing in here all the time." He said, "Come out and have a sing." So thus I did, because it was very quiet in the kitchen also. And I actually faced the back wall. I couldn't, there was only a handful of people there, but I faced the back wall, and a friend of mine played the guitar for me because I couldn't play guitar then. And I sang Fever, and it was great. I scurried back to the kitchen like a scolded rabbit, but it felt really good. And when I was growing up, I had a lot to do with music and dance. I grew up in Brisbane and was very involved with 4IP, Southern Academy of Dance. We used to do theatre, TV and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, once I sort of finished school and that was all gone. So it was sort of, going back to the fold, I think.
Yeah, wow. That's an awesome story, though.
Mate, if I went year by year, it could turn into a horror story sometimes. But I made it.
You did.
And
you made it.
Just turned 60 and released my very first CD on my 60th, very first song on my 60th birthday. So I'm pretty excited.
You don't look 60.
Well, it is 1 o'clock.
No, the song is awesome. I love it. Tell us about the writing process with this one.
The writing process. I've been dabbling with songwriting for that 12 years. The first song I wrote was encouraged by John Brommel. He was running a songwriting school here in Gympie for a short time, and our exercise was to write a song about war. And I did that, and that particular song will be on the album when it's released as well. But anyway, this particular time I was off to the Dag Sheep Station for the Songwriters Retreat in July.
Yeah.
Fabulous. If you're keen on songwriting, take it up because it's just wonderful. Anyway, everyone got to draw a name out of the hat for who they would do a one-on-one write with, and I got Alan Caswell. And I didn't know Alan at that stage, we're going back a few years now. I didn't know Alan at all at that stage, but I knew that he knew his business, he's well known for his prowess with the pen. And I got him, and we were booked to do our writing session the following morning, 8:20. And I rocked up at the little table where he was all set up with my dilly bag of notes and sat it down, and he said, "What's all that?" And I said, "Oh, that's my notes, all my things that I think I can write about." and he just pushed it to the side. He said, well, let's treat this as a lesson in writing with relevance. And I'd never really looked at it like that before, because what he really expressed to me was that if you really feel something passionately and you put it into your way of saying it, you can virtually guarantee that other people had the same experience.
Yeah.
So he, over a couple of cups of coffee, we sat there, and he just really asked me about my family. And he said, what are the three most important things in your life? And I said, my family, my friends, and the grass under my feet every day. And in a very short time, we penned together Little Things. And we played it that very night, actually. It was a real turning point in my songwriting.
Tell us how you found out about the retreat and what made you want to do it as much as it did.
Well, it had been going a few years when I first sort of noticed it on Facebook, good old Facebook, and I just applied and got in that year. And the network of people that you meet there, especially the creatives, you know, that sort of think a little bit out of the box like yourself, and yeah, the network of people there, the way that John and Belinda looked after us, the setting, just amazing. I'd never been so cold in my life, I might tell you. I'm from Queensland, grew up in Queensland, and have rarely gone out of Queensland, especially. And it was so cold. It was a real experience, and to watch the different writing processes and have the different tutors lecture us in their processes. It was so interesting. It was a really interesting 7 days. It was great.
It sounds like a very interesting experience. And like you said, if anyone wants to do it, you suggest that they do?
Oh, highly recommend, highly recommend. They have one in July and also one in, I think it's September now. They have a spring one as well.
So what are you doing with yourself while you're in isolation?
Gardening. Playing with granddaughter, trying to talk. We live on acreage, and our daughter and her hubby and their little girl live in another dwelling on the property. So I see the granddaughter every day. I also have beautiful grandsons too, but they live in Brisbane, so I don't get to see them as often. She bellows out to me every day. It's time to play. You know, she thinks we live in the Frozen set.
Oh.
So her name is Elsa and my name is Anna. So through the paddock you hear in the morning, Anna, Elsa's awake.
That's so cute.
So you either leave the door closed and act like you're still asleep, or you're up and ready for the day and you're cooey out. But yeah, I spend a bit of time with her and gardening, cleaning up around the block, writing, playing guitar, drinking beer. I think everybody's been drinking far too much in isolation. I don't usually drink a great deal, but yeah, I'm finding myself having more days where I am having a beer, you know, and a lot of my friends are the same. But I thought it was just, I'm thinking I'm going to be an alco by the end of all this. But yeah, a lot of my friends are having the same thing, you know, where it's just too easy at the end of the day to sort of, because we've got nowhere to go. If you've got to go to a gig or something, like you're not drinking because you're driving and you're working, you know. So without that obligation, your time is really your own. So, but yeah, it's been a long time and itching to get back out amongst people. I think I've been out twice in 6 weeks.
Oh, wow. So how has this isolation affected you and your career?
Well, everything's on hold.
Yep.
I think there's people that are far worse suffering than me as a muso, that because I do a few karaoke's a month and my gigs. I also work for a lady who makes sea mineral creams and things a few hours a week.
Oh yeah.
So everything's sort of been put on hold. Not going out and seeing the people that you see on a weekly basis at gigs or karaoke or something. But the fortunate thing there is, like, they're all on Facebook. So yeah, you sort of and everyone's playing a bit of music at home. So yeah. So really, but yeah, there's like we're an older scene, so financially and housing wise and everything, we're comfortable. But I look at the younger people with the mortgages and the little kids that all need winter clothes now, and the big change from going to school and then homeschooling. Like a lot of parents aren't equipped for that sort of stuff, and the extra expense, etc., etc. The fact that there was no specials in Coles or Woolworths for a few weeks really peeved me. But yeah. But I think everyone's getting along okay. A big struggle for some people that deal with mental health and everything, and hopefully their support networks around them are aware of that. I have a brother that is challenged at times, so we've been keeping a close check on him. He's in Brisbane, a little bit older than me. Keeping a close check on him, and yeah, I think it's just looking out for people, and yeah, thinking, should I give them a call? If you're thinking, should I give them a call, pick the phone up and ring.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we hope everything goes back to normal for you soon. Thank you for joining us on Zoomin with Humans. It was an awesome first Zoom.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Tari.
We'll catch up
It's been
soon.
lovely.
Bye.
Okay, bye.